Hello there guys, and welcome back to another Forza Horizon 5 video on my channel, in particular another Forza Horizon 5 car customization video. So today we're going to be checking out this awesome car. This is the 2019 Subaru Impreza STI S209, and it is available in the car pass, or it has been available since Thursday the 18th, so when the season changed to the storm season in Forza Horizon 5, and all you need to do to claim it is go in your car pass section and press claim, but I'll show you how to do that in just a second. So in today's video we're going to be taking a look at different things it can do, in particular making maybe an A-class road / dirt build with it, and even trying to drift it. And I also do believe it has some pretty insane visual customization options, so we'll get into that in a second. But firstly, we need to head back to the festival and show you how to claim this car if you haven't done it yet. Okay, so once you're in your festival site or house, you can go over to the buy and sell tab, go into the car pass, and then on the week that is the 18th of November, if you're American that it'll be 11/18, but in Britain we do it that way. And then what you need to do is at the bottom, the pause menu, so the button to the left of the X button if you're on controller, the 3 lines button, is the one you need to redeem it. It doesn't show it on mine because I've already redeemed it, hence why I'm driving it. But if you click that, it'll say the following car will be added to your garage. You click OK, and then it will add it to your garage. It doesn't automatically do it, and you'll have to do that for the upcoming ones as well. So next Thursday we get the Renault 8 Gordini. You'll have to do the same thing as for the Mercury and for the cars in the future, because there's going to be quite a lot of cars to come. Well, I think there's around 30 or 40 of them, depending on whether we get 1 or 2 every week. Like the release date, we got all 8 of these Formula Drift cars, but they might not do that in the future. It might be 1 or 2 cars a week to spread it out a bit more. But that is how you get it. Also, a quick mention before we get into the customization: you cannot do that from the pause menu. You can view the car pass in the pause menu, but you have to go to a festival site or a house to actually be able to redeem it. So then, let's get into the custom upgrade. It's not very fast stock. I drove it in a Horizon Open Playground Games last night with one of my friends, Robert. You'll probably have seen on the channel. It's pretty slow. I don't think it's going to be a very good B-class car, given that it's nearly at the top of B-class anyway. So I think for the first build we should aim to make it an A-class, mostly road build, because it's a kind of track themed car with that wing on the back, but also be able to do a bit of off-road dirt racing as well. So for obvious reasons we're going to keep our all-wheel drive, because we're going to be doing road and dirt racing, and Subarus are built for all-wheel drive. Regarding the engines though, we've got 3 engine swaps. So the stock engine sounds like this. Pretty meaty, to be fair. Then we've got a 6.2 litre V8, which seems to be the most popular engine in Horizon 5. Okay. Then we've got a 2 litre flat 4 turbo rally. That's probably going to be from the Subaru rally cars. And then we've got a 4 litre flat 6 from a Porsche 911, if you really wanted to swap that in. So for our road build, the stock engine's probably not going to be powerful enough, as nice as it is. So I think we're going to have to swap in the 6.2 litre V8, which was one of the most OP engines in Horizon 4, but we'll see how good it is in Horizon 5. But I think that should be pretty good. Yes, it adds a bit of weight, but we get a lot of power and torque with it. So for the tyres then, if we're going to be going A-class road and dirt, I reckon we want some rally tyres, but we'll see how that pans out. So we've got sport tyres, semi-slick race tyres, we've got drift tyres here, which we'll come back to later. We've got full slick race tyres, which we don't want if we're going off-road. We've got the Horizon semi-slick race tyres, which will absolutely Then we've got the off-road tyres, we've got off-road race tyres, snow tyres and drag tyres. I do believe these off-road tyres are actually rally tyres, but because I'm in English and not American English, it calls them off-road tyres. Or maybe that's snow tyres, I really don't know, but I'm going to go with the off-road tyres because they're going to do us the best in my opinion. Right, then we are going to thicken them up at the rear because we want thick tyres, you know. Our off-road stats already jumping up, by the way. We're not going to do it at the front because that increases our PI too much. It's kind of wasting PI in my opinion. We are going to do the things at the rear though. They look absolutely sick, and we'll also come back to them when we do the drift build later. They'll look really cool with the wide body kit. Rims I'm going to keep stock for now, seeing as though we're fighting for an A-class build. We don't really need too fancy of rims. Obviously we're going to do race clutch. The transmission I'm going to do a 7-speed. Race drive line, and then if we're going to be doing off-road as well, I'm going to do a rally differential. And finally, for the engine bit, I'll just whiz through this and toss on a few things. So we can't put turbos on because I didn't put them on in the first bit, but I am going to try and put a camshaft in. So that takes us just into S1 class, but we'll see if we can bring it down by putting oil and cooling in, because sometimes that brings the PI down. In this case it doesn't, but sometimes it does, like I say. So to do that, all we're going to do is come back here and we'll just... That doesn't work. Okay, fair enough. Does that work? No. Maybe it'll work if I do it on the front. There we go. Right, so if I just put it back to stock track width at the front, that takes us to A-class, and that is our A-class build. 512 horsepower, 1.3 tons. Hopefully this is going to be pretty good. Okay, so I'm not going to put a paint on it yet. I'm going to leave that for when we do the drift build to make it look a bit cooler when we're sliding around. I've just done a bit of tuning off camera as well, a bit of fine tuning, not much, just mostly like the differential and the brake pressure, just to make it a bit more to what I kind of like with my builds. So we've got our A-class Subaru. I'm just going to quickly filter my map to road and dirt races, and we'll go and try one out. So because it's a road and dirt race, we'll do one of each. So I'm going to go and do this Desiato Trail first. I think I've pronounced that wrong actually. So we'll head over there and we'll try that out. Okay, so here we go. A-class Subaru STI09. Let's see what you can do. Right off the line, that acceleration is pretty damn quick with this V8. So we're hoping that these AI are going to be absolutely thrashable. I think I'm only on a highly skilled driver tires still, because I haven't really done many races in this game yet. Only really the ones you've seen on YouTube. The brakes are also actually better than I expected, even only with 150% brake pressure, so that's good. We're already into second. We've just got this Evo 8 to take down. Sorry, I think that's the Evo 10 actually. Right, the handling is actually pretty good, considering we've only got like rally tyres. And like the stock wing, it's actually not bad. I'm quite impressed with this Subaru. We're kind of running away with it already. I mean, yes, we're on highly skilled driver tyres, but they are a lot better than they were in Horizon 4 in terms of performance. They're not like glitchy, whether they're either really fast or really slow. They've been stabilised, if you get what I mean. So I'm quite impressed. I think this Subaru is pretty good. I actually think, I mean, this is a bit ambitious, but I think we could take them down on unbeatable. But we're not going to do that today. But I'll do that in the future with future builds, definitely. But this Subaru though, that engine actually kind of suits it because it's still pretty meaty. Yes, it doesn't really sound like a Subaru, but you know, if it had a race exhaust, it probably would do because Subarus are quite meaty. This is what they're meant for, realistically. I think this is kind of like a track version of the Impreza, but still, you can tell that it's got rallying in its genes. I mean, look how I'm able to send it. I've never driven this track before, yet I'm able to send it round the corners at like, or well over 100 miles an hour and just absolutely fly round them. And look how far the AI are back. They're like nearly a kilometre back down the road. Well, maybe half a kilometre, but them AI are been absolutely demolished by the Subaru. So A-Class Subaru STI S209, you are a beast. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly share this tune for you, because this is an absolute beast, I'm not even going to lie. But the only problem is it's taking forever, so A-Class Beast is what I'm going to call it, because I think that it deserves to be called a beast, because by golly it is a beast. So if you want to download that tune, it's up on my storefront, Game Tag Shylo 2017, and it is called A-Class Beast, so we'll call it Grip and Good for Speed, because it's pretty grippy, it's pretty fast, I think that suits it. So I've only tested it on rally so far, but I imagine it'll be just as good on road racing as well. So with saying that, let's take it to a road race. So next, I think we should take it to this sprint over here, Descender Dorado Sprint. So I think I've done this one before, but I haven't won it, so we'll see if we can win it in the Subaru. So let's go over there. Okay, so here we go, the first road race in our A-Class Subaru. Let's see if it can be as good as an A-Class dirt race car. So here we go with our awesome acceleration again, off the line, beating all these Evos here in the Mitsubishi versus Subaru competition. So if that Evo would get out of my way, we can send it round the corner, take a wide exit. Got to maximise the lines. Can we get this Evo down the straight? I know we've got a pretty good top speed. Yes, we've got him. Absolutely left him for the dead. Send it round this corner where the AI brake. Can we get him up the inside? We can outbrake the AI. Sorry, bit of dirty play there, but we've got past them. We're in first place and we're only a third of the way through the race, so this is absolutely insane. This thing really does deserve the name of a beast, because by golly is it a beast. Absolutely sending it right now. I mean, look, we're doing 150 miles an hour and we haven't really had much of a run onto that straight there. So it's fair to say this thing has really good acceleration and top speed. And this is like my first build with it as well. I didn't really know what engine to put in it, what kind of tyres to put on it. I guess either I got lucky or this car is just really good. Either way, I'm guessing, because by golly is it fast. Like, I'm absolutely blown away by how fast it is. Like, usually the new cars that are added to Forza games are fast, but bloody hell this is fast. Obviously it's not going to be as fast as OP, but you could definitely win some online lobbies with this car. Right, that was a bit of a dodgy last corner, I'm not going to lie. The AI have gained a few seconds on us there, but we've still absolutely thrashed them. I definitely think this could take down some unbeatable AI, and that is not kidding. Okay, so now we have determined that the Subaru S209 is an absolute beast in A-Class dirt and road racing. I want to head back to the festival, and I want to see if it can drift. I know that sounds crazy, but I mean, look, we can slide it in A-Class, so I think that we can make a good power sliding build out of this. Right, so first of all, we're obviously going to want to ditch the 6.2 litre V8 and want to put a bigger engine in, and the only bigger engine we've got is the 4 litre flat 6 from the Porsche 911 GT2/3. Yes, it's got less litres. I think it actually has less horsepower that you can get out of it, but I think it'll be better for drifting than the V8, but I guess we'll find out. So we're going to toss that in. Then we're going to toss on the twin turbos, that's going to give us as much power as possible, which we're going to need. Yes, I could make it rear wheel drive, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to do a power sliding build, because I think we'll be able to do better with the Subaru that way, because it's built for an all-wheel drive chassis. The next thing we're going to do is toss on our wonderful Varis wide body kit with that awesome diffuser, the absolutely insane wheel spacers, and that awesomely meaty front bumper. Like, if you saw that coming towards you, you would definitely get out of the way, even if it was in a Forza game. So that is our Subaru STI S209 drift build. We've now got 957 horsepower. We weigh a bit more, just under 1.4 tonnes. We're near the top of S1, and we've got £109,000 worth of upgrades. So let's go and see if we can drift this menace. It would appear that my game's a bit stuck. I accidentally tried to sync Horizon 4 files, then I realised that the car wasn't in Horizon 4, and that was a bit of a numpty. So now the game's stuck, because when I clicked back, this is what happened. So I'll see you in a bit when it's sorted itself out. Okay, so here we are in my interesting kind of yellow paint job. This paint job is shared if you want to download it, except you can't really see it at the moment because, well, it's dark and we're in the Baja Festival. Anyway, we're going to be heading up to the top of the volcano, and we're going to be attempting the CAR S drift zone for the first time. So 500,000 for 3 stars, but I think we can absolutely smash that and get over 1 million. Maybe that's a bit ambitious, but we have got all of this twisty down here. So anyway, I'm not going to let you watch me drive up the volcano, so I shall see you there. Okay, so we have finally reached the top of the volcano, at the top of the CAR S drift zone. It has taken me that long that it's now almost there, so you can actually kind of see my paint job a bit better. Them white rims are actually looking pretty cool as well. So here we go then, Subaru. I shall share the tune after I've done this, and if you want to download it and it looks a good tune to you, then feel free. I'm sure it'll get you 3 stars. Maybe not some PBs, but it should get you 3 stars and have a bit of fun. Right, so I've never done this drift zone before. I haven't really even driven up this road before, which says something. So I'm going to try and just kind of pick my way through it. I could do with it being a bit brighter because I can't really see the road very well, and I know there are a few dead zones along here, like potholes where it doesn't count your points. But hopefully with our 957 horsepower we should be able to get at least 3 stars. So 3 stars, as I mentioned before I came up here, is 500,000. I'm hoping to get double that, but maybe that's a bit optimistic. If we can get 750,000, I reckon that'd be pretty good, especially since I've never really driven this car before, sideways anyway, and also I haven't done this drift zone before, so I haven't really a clue where I'm going. I'm just kind of following the flags that are on the side of the road, so I don't know where I need to extend or where I need to transition. So if it looks like I'm a bit of a new drifter, then that's why. Right, I believe this is one of the sections where there's quite a few dead zones. So, unless of course they fixed that now in the hot fix that came out the other day, I'm not too sure. Right, that's it, come on. Right, we're nearly at 400,000 and we've got quite a way to go, so I think we're definitely going to get 3 stars, and maybe my optimism of getting 1 million points is actually going to be quite a good score to get. I believe the world record on this drift zone is around 1.5 million points in the iSetter. Unfortunately the iSetter, yes, it is still the OP or the meta in Horizon 5 along with the Willys Jeep, which is also the meta for like most off-road zones. But there are a few new pretty good cars, such as the Caterham R500. That's a pretty good car, it seems to be. And quite a lot of other cars are able to get quite close to the scores, like I proved on the Horizon Festival Mexico drift zone the other day. You are able to get quite close on most zones, but yeah, the OP just kind of dominates the top couple of 1,000 points on most zones, which is, it's kind of unfortunate, but I'm not really bothered anymore because I've never really been capable of getting anywhere near them anyway. In other news though, we've just gone past 700,000 points, so yeah, we've definitely cleared 3 stars. As you can see, we've got a couple more corners to go. Can we get 1 million points though, is the other question. We're nearly at 800,000, in fact we have just passed 800,000. So I'm hoping we should be able to get, we should be able to get it. but I guess we'll see. Right, we're nearly at 900,000. Can we get another 100,000 points on these last few corners? We shall see. Obviously this has been far from the perfect run from me. What I'm hoping, can we get there? Oh, that's a bit of a dodgy one. There we go, so 968,000, not quite a million, but it was pretty damn close, and for my first attempt I'm pretty happy with that. So I guess that proves that this yellow Subaru is also a good drift car, and that therefore proves that it's a very good all-round car. Obviously I haven't tested it in like top speed, doing like PR stunts and stuff, except for this drift zone here, but you can clearly see that it's a pretty good car to be added to Horizon 5. This wide body kit is just out of this world. That's possibly the best wide body kit in the game at this point, in my opinion. So I do thank you, Playground Games, for getting this into the game. And if you want to check it out for yourself, like I said, go into your festival or your house, redeem it from the car pass section. This is only if you have the car pass, by the way. It came with the premium edition. So if you played it from day one on the 5th of November, you will have it automatically. Otherwise, you'll have to buy it separately to get this car. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching me do everything with this Subaru. And I'll share all of the tunes that have been used in this video and the paint. So if you want to go and download them, just search up my game tag and you shall find them. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!